Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Throw out wide to Walker. Now he's free at the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Ken Walker, 69 yards. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Play fake. Murray. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Murray now to throw. That is caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And Jones has it over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run the option. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyler Murray scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Vikings take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They bring a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Price now to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely loved what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Pass complete to Addison. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. This is caught by Addison. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Justin Jefferson.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
That's
another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd
and 20 at the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
Now Murray. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try.
A 23-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that.
Inside the 20. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
They run again with Walker. A little juke. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Mansour Delane. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw, it's Mahomes. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got Smith here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Kansas City.
They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
For the Chiefs field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Murray now, just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here's Scott. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now that was just absolutely perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
3rd and 19. Murray going to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Will Reichard on for the Vikings field goal.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First down, Chiefs.
Back to Walker on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Brashard Smith, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Vikings 10.
Butker now to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Murray now. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
5 yards on the play. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Murray now to throw. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
1st and 10 at their own
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's Murray. A dump off for Mason. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5.
Throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray.
And that's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this will probably get away from them.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Here's Mahomes to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here comes 2nd down. Up the middle, Jones.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Now Murray. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Again, it's Walker.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Chiefs 24, Vikings 13.
Butker now to kick this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Murray. Completes this to Jefferson.
And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
First down.
Here's first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Murray. Looking deep for Jennings. Well, he's got it inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Murray to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Chiefs 24, Vikings 19.
So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.